All right, happy Sunday and welcome back to another day of prepping for the Atlanta Regionals. So in this case, I made one modification to the team that you saw yesterday, which is I have swapped in a Landorus in place of the Blood Moon Ursaluna to help reduce overall weakness of fighting type Pokemon. We'll see how that works. In general, I don't think that it's bad. We'll just have to see if it does what I want it to do, because ultimately that's the big question there. So, with that in mind, we're going to take a look at this team. Looks like, my guess is that that's probably a Water Urshifu. And we've got Ogerpon, we've got Farigiraf, we've got kind of all the fun things. We're going to start with those two. Just absolute maximum. Well, where do I want to do that? I don't know, they might go with a Regieleki start. In which case, if they go with a Regieleki start, oh, lots of possible options, huh? Well, you know, it's, yeah, we'll do the Weezing start. And then I think Urshifu and Calyrex. Cool. Well, we'll see how this goes. So ultimately, Regieleki is a very interesting lead Pokemon just because it is the fastest thing, bar none. It's not used a lot right now because it did receive a bit of a nerf coming out of Sword and Shield and going into Scarlet and Violet. Not in its speed, but in the damage that it's able to dish out. Okay. All right. Well, that looks quite exciting. So many choices. Well, I think, as usual, the Protect here. I don't think a Bulldoze is actually going to slow that thing down enough. I think we just go for a knockoff into the Landorus. There's a possibility that Regigigas here might outrun the Landorus. Hard to say for certain. But here's our Protect. No Terras on either side. Okay, there's a Thunderbolt. Yeah, that's going to do some damage. I mean, yeah, that's pretty reasonable damage. Here's a Sandsear Storm. We should survive that. Okay, that did some damage too. Gotta love that. Okay, he's Life Orb, and not anymore. Boop. No more Life Orb for you. Okay. Well, this is definitely a circumstance in which to... Oh, do I want to do that or not? Yeah, no, I definitely want to... Definitely want to Terra, otherwise I'm going to just lose the Regigigas. The problem is Regigigas is definitely slower than the opponent. There's a possibility, of course, that they might rotate their direction that they're facing in terms of like their targeting. We will see, but this should allow Weezing to adequately survive whatever they throw at him. Okay, yeah, he'll shrug that off, no problem. And if it's just another, nope, it's an Earth Power. Okay, they really don't like the Weezing, but that's what the Terra is for. Nice Drain Punch. That'll actually allow Regigigas to continue to be a very annoying threat because they'll probably have to double into him in order to get him knocked out. And with a poison on each of them, we're actually in halfway decent shape, all things considered. Not really what I was anticipating there, but definitely not going to complain about it. Okay, so what do I want to do? I think actually next turn's objective is fairly simple. We're going to protect our Weezing once again and go for a Drain Punch into the... Yeah, we're going to protect the Weezing again. We're just going to hit the Regieleki with the Drain Punch because then Cali Shadow will get to be the fastest Pokemon on the field. And if they double into the Regigigas, that would be just fine, because then Calyrex can come out and clean up. Electro Web, okay. So they're going for the spread damage and possibly slowing down Regigigas. Yep, so they slowed him down, not surprising. Sandsear Storm, if that connects, it might knock him out. Or he might survive barely. Nope, okay, it knocked him out. That works for me. And reason being is because I could go into the Urshifu here and just roll with Sucker Punch into the into that guy. Or, as I think would actually probably be better, go into the go into Calyrex, get an Astral Barrage out. I'm kind of thinking it might actually be time to switch out Weezing in favor of getting the Urshifu safely onto the field before my opponent has an opportunity to... Yeah, no, we're going to do that. So we're going to do that. I'm just going to roll the Astral Barrage. Thought process here is that, quite simply, Urshifu should get onto the field safely, or he might take one hit from the Regieleki, depending on what they decide to go for. Yep, okay, so they went for Electro Web. It does hit the Urshifu, but it gets him out before the inevitable Calyrex. Oh, as long as he survives that, which he didn't. Oh, yuck. No, that's not great. So that... that was not well thought out on my part. Cali might still be faster. With a +2, he's still in decent shape. I did not consider that very thoroughly. Would have been better to have Weezing stay out there and tank that so that Urshifu could have come in. Oh well, live and learn. Well, there is their Calyrex. And Ogerpon. So our problem here is that Ogerpon is almost certainly faster at this point than my Calyrex is. That's actually a huge problem. Alright. Well, maybe it is, maybe it's not. Difficult to say for certain. We're gonna go with a Will-O-Wisp into their Calyrex, and we're just going to roll out the Astral Barrage because... Oh, no, that was the wrong move, actually. Retrospectively, okay, so the thought process and why I say that that one was the wrong move is because, yep, there we go. Unfortunately, with the level of health that was left, there wasn't really anything I could do to fix the speed side of things, so they did a great job with the Regieleki. I probably should have just preserved all of that. Oh, that's a faster Calyrex, I think. Well, should have looked to preserve that into... Or should have looked to preserve the speed on the Cali Shadow going into this next game. Oh well, still, good game to my opponent, well played. And yeah, thank you for attending today's game. We'll see you next time.